children died by starvation at the hands of Joseph Stalin and the communist totalitarian Soviet regime. Stalin once said, "The death of one man is a tragedy, the death of millions is a statistic. Death solves all problems. No man, no problem." Simultaneously, they destroyed the leading strata of the nation, the church, and settled the depopulated areas of the country, mainly with Russians. And the world did not know. This was one of the greatest crimes of the 20th century, which today has the name Holodomor, the Ukrainian genocide. Let us honor the memory of the millions who perished in the Holodomor by sharing with you the story of Konstantin Bokhain and his family. Please take time to reflect, remember, and pray for this one innocent representing the millions who suffered such a cruel and inhumane fate.
My name is Konstantin Bokhain. I was born in the beautiful town of Baturin, Chernihiv province, northeastern Ukraine, along the banks of the river Seine. My life was happy and carefree, playing with my brothers and friends along the river banks, among the old oak trees. I went to school, I had my chores. Life was hard but good. My father, Mikhail, was an artist and a talent photographer. Father was famous throughout the region, and I was very proud to help him develop pictures. Father traveled often. When father was away, my mother, Vasilina, took care of our small farm, our home, the garden, the fields, and the animals. I had a pet pig. The harvest was good. My grandfather, Nikola, and my grandmother, Anna, my aunt Christia, and my uncle Alexander were farmers. They had cows, horses, and a hen house full of chickens and geese roaming the orchards. Every week, they would go to the town market. We were happy. The crops are good, and the barn was always full of wheat and hay. My family was large, like many others in Baturin. I had brothers and a sister. I've seen many die, but I don't understand why. Ukrainians are a proud and independent people, only wanting to live in peace. But fate has not allowed us this, as we've been oppressed by Tartars, Mongols, Russians, and other foreign invaders, and for 25 generations we've suffered. Again and again we fought for our freedom, and now we are enslaved by the communists. My father told us that to break the back of our rebellion against the communists, to break our spirit, to take our land, Stalin signed in August 1932 a decree that said the stealing of collective farm property would be punished by execution or imprisonment for at least 10 years. Those who even took 5 stalks of grain were arrested. We heard that soldiers were coming to confiscate our crops for the government. The fall of 1932 was a terrible time for us. My grandfather, uncle, and father did not know what to do. They hid grains of seed and foodstuff to feed us. Men with guns and wagons came to our farm. They found the grain. They took everything that they could find. The animals, the wheat, our food, all gone. They beat my grandfather, uncle, and father in front of our eyes. Mama and auntie cried in despair. We all cried. All gone. Even my pet pig. Nothing was left for us. The barn was empty, the chickens and geese gone. It was so quiet. Only the sound of mother crying. Near the river, grandfather and father hid 6 bags of grains, 4 baskets of beets, 2 sacks of potatoes. The soldiers did not find these. What they did not find is all we had. By law, we were prisoners in Baturin. We could not leave in search for food or work. Through the fall and winter, we had little to eat. Grandfather and grandmother became weak and old. Grandfather died. Grandmother died. So did uncle and auntie. I was glad. There was more food for us. Oh God, why have you forsaken us? My brother Leonid was a courageous and smart boy. Later that fall, Leonid went down to the town cooperative, where he tried to take some grain. The armed men caught him and beat him badly. They threw him in jail. Every village had a jail for trespassers and thieves to protect the grain from the farmers. These prisoners were given no food by the jailers, though he never came home. I miss my brother. The winter was long and cold. Mother cried and cried. Father was angry. Father cursed Stalin, yelling at us when we asked for food. There was less and less to eat. No meat, no eggs, no bread. We hunted for birds, mice, cats, dogs, anything to feed ourselves. Soon nothing was left. No animals. It was so quiet. Mother made soup from grass. Nothing to do. I slept. We prayed. Days became nights. Despair. Our stomachs hurt. We cried. In the spring, late one evening, my father slipped away to go to the city to sell what little was left to bring us food. He was gone for a very long time. Father came home with nothing but some bread. We were very excited. Father made us eat slowly, but I could not. Father told us what he saw. So many dead in the street, starving. For 300 days we starved. When I could, I went outside to look for food with my friends. One by one, we became thinner. We looked old and gray, no strength, no laughter. Our eyes become big and severely mobile. We become thin. My friends disappear. I don't know where they are. I don't care. We look like skeletons wrapped in skin. My belly swells up. Cracks and slow healing wounds appear in my skin. I have no strength. I'm tired. I want to sleep. My chest hurts. I don't care. I can't move. I want to sleep. My brother Boris pushes me and yells for me to wake up. I am drowsy. He holds my hand, strokes my forehead, cries. Rest, those warm. Our Father, who art in heaven, and I forgive those who trespass against us. I died July 1st, 1933.
Mykola Bukhain was a photographer. These are the pictures of his family and Konstantin's grave. These unique photos, which chronicle the starvation of his family, were used by the communists in 1938 to accuse Mykola Bukhain and his son Boris of anti-government propaganda. They were sentenced to 5 to 8 years in a Stalinist concentration camp. They both perished. This is part of Moscow's policy to cover up the genocide. Throughout Ukraine, there are monuments to the dead. In memory of Konstantin Bukhain, one of millions who perished in the Holodomor, please add your name to the Konstantin Bukhain Book of Thoughts and Prayers. 1 million prayers and thoughts for the soul of one of millions who perished. Kalininka Research Institute is a charitable, non-profit organization dedicated to informing and educating the world to understand the horrors of this crime against humanity, this genocide, and to preserving the memory of one innocent victim, Konstantin Bukhain.
Я помилилася, це скінчилося. Я чогось думала, що 10, то означало 1 годину. Так що це дуже коротенький фільм, але я думаю, що він передає пережиття тих всіх, що згинули в Голодоморі. Так що молімося за ті душі і пам'ятаємо і говоримо другим. Спеціально тим всім, що думають, що співпрацювати з Путіном, то є щось, що можна сподіватися, якісь добрі результати. Так що на тім будемо кінчати і дякую за вашу участь. Слава Ісусу Христу!
The Holodomor was avoidable. As we have said in many videos, if the Pope, in union with the bishops, had consecrated Russia to the Immaculate Heart of Mary in 1930, the Holodomor would never have happened, because dictator Joseph Stalin